Once upon a time, nestled on the edge of a quaint village, there was a mystical forest known for its enchanting beauty and whispers of magic. The villagers spoke in hushed tones about the forest, where sunlight filtered through a canopy of ancient trees and where time seemed to stand still. In a small, humble cottage near this mystical forest lived a beautiful girl named Amari. Amari became an orphan at a young age. She was raised by her kind, but ailing Aunt Hilda. When she got older, she stayed with her aunt so she could take care of her. The weight of household chores and the care of her sick aunt fell heavily on Amari's young shoulders, yet she never complained. She faced each day with a smile and a heart full of hope. One crisp autumn morning, the air was cool and the sky a clear, brilliant blue. Golden leaves danced in the gentle breeze, swirling around Amari as she set off into the forest to gather firewood. The forest was alive with the vibrant colours of fall, and Amari enjoyed the rustling sound of leaves under her feet as she walked. As Amari wandered deeper into the forest, the air grew cooler, and the sunlight filtered through the dense canopy in golden beams. She followed this mysterious feeling until she reached a sunlit clearing. There, in the centre, stood a large, ancient oak tree. It was unlike any tree she had ever seen. Its branches were thick and gnarled, twisting and turning towards the sky as if telling their own story. Weathered by centuries of enduring the elements, the oracle tree bark is rough, giving it a sense of wisdom and strength. Amari couldn't help but feel a sense of wonder and curiosity as she approached the oracle tree, drawn by an unseen force. The tree stood majestically, its presence both powerful and comforting. Amari approached the tree, her curiosity piqued, to her astonishment. The tree began to speak. "Greetings, Amari," it rumbled in a deep, wise voice. "I am the oracle tree. I have seen your kindness and your hardships. Can you please help me?" Amari's eyes widened in surprise, and she asked, "How did you know my name?" The tree replied, "I know everything." Though surprised, Amari felt a sense of trust in the tree's voice, and Amari agreed to help the tree. "How can I help you?" asked Amari. "Very well," the tree replied. "First, can you please bring me water from the hidden spring deep within the forest? I am very thirsty," said the oracle tree. "Second, create a circle of pebbles around my trunk." The oracle tree continued to say, "Finally, sing a song that comes from the depths of your heart. I haven't heard a song for a long time that will make me very happy." Amari, with her pleasant tone of voice, said, "That will be my pleasure to help." Amari set off immediately, her determination unwavering. She walked for hours and found the hidden spring, the waters sparkling with an ethereal light. She sat by the spring and tried to look for a jug. She found one by the spring, ribbing it like the jug was waiting for her. Amari carefully filled the jug she found near the spring. Returning from the spring, she gently poured the water over the oracle tree's roots, feeling a sense of fulfillment as she did so. Next, she gathered smooth round pebbles from the forest floor, and with patience Amari arranged them in a perfect circle around the base of the tree. As she worked, she hummed a melody, a tune that she often sang to soothe her aunt during difficult nights. After Amari finished arranging the pebbles around the oracle tree, she stood before the tree, closed her eyes, and let her voice rise in song. It was a song of hope and dreams, of love and longing, and it echoed through the forest like a whispered promise. When Amari finished, the oracle tree's voice was filled with warmth and said, "You have done well, Amari. Take this bag and fill it with my leaves. Open it only when you are safely home." Amari carefully collected the leaves and placed them inside the bag, the oracle tree told her. With a heart full of hope, she rushed back to her cottage. As she entered, she found Aunt Hilda resting on her bed. her face pale but her eyes bright with curiosity. "Aunt Hilda, you won't believe what happened while I was getting firewood in the forest," Amari exclaimed, her voice trembling with excitement. Amari stood near her aunt's bed and told her the story of her unexpected encounter with the oracle tree, her words tumbling over each other in her haste. Aunt Hilda listened intently, her eyes wide with wonder. "What do you think, Amma? Should we open the bag?" Amma is the name Aunt Hilda usually calls Amari. Amari smiled and responded, "I am not sure, but I trusted the oracle tree when he was talking to me." "So let us see what the oracle tree has given you," she says with excitement. With trembling hands, Amara opened the bag and a gasp escaped her lips. There, nestled among the leaves, were glittering gold coins. Tears of joy filled their eyes as they embraced each other, overwhelmed by the unexpected blessing. Their lives changed dramatically. With the gold, they could afford the best medical care for Aunt Hilda, who soon recovered her strength. They repaired their cottage, turning it into a cozy and welcoming home. They opened a food market in the village, offering fresh produce and delicious homemade treats, which quickly became popular among the villagers. News of their good fortune spread, and soon Greta, Aunt Hilda's old friend, came knocking at their door. Greta's eyes were filled with envy as she probed for the secret of their sudden wealth. "How did you come into such a fortune, Hilda?" Greta asked, her voice dripping with curiosity. Hilda hesitated, but under Greta's persistent questioning, she finally relented. "It was Amara. She met the oracle tree in the mystical forest and completed its tasks. After the task was done, the oracle tree gave Amara those fortunes." Greta wasted no time in sending her daughter, Lilith, into the mystical forest, hoping to replicate Amara's success. Lilith, unlike Amara, was not driven by kindness or diligence. Her heart was filled with greed, and she approached the tasks with an air of arrogance and impatience. As Lilith reached the ancient oak tree, its majestic presence did little to humble her. When the oracle tree gave her the same tasks, fetching water from the hidden spring, arranging a circle of pebbles around its base, and singing a heartfelt song, she performed them carelessly. She splashed water on the roots haphazardly, tossed the pebbles in a rough circle without care, and sang a half-heated, dispassionate tune. The oracle tree observed her actions silently. When she had finished, it handed her a bag and, in a deep, wise voice, warned her, "Open this only when you are safely home." Lilith barely acknowledged the warning, snatching the bag with a look of disdain. As soon as she got out of the forest, the anticipation of immediate wealth overwhelmed her. Ignoring the oracle tree's warning, Lilith tore open the bag right there in front of the cottage. Her mother was standing outside waiting for her. To their horror, instead of gold, a swarm of angry bees burst forth from the bag. The bees swarmed around Lilith and Greta, stinging them relentlessly. Lilith and Greta run into the cottage. The bees run after them. They try to close the door. The bees were too fast. The bees kept stinging them and driving them out of the cottage in a chaotic state. Bruised and humiliated, Greta and Lilith learned a painful lesson that day about the value of sincerity and hard work. Their greed and impatience had led to their downfall. Meanwhile, Amara and Aunt Hilda continued to thrive. Their food market became the heart of the village, a place where people gathered not only for goods, but also for the warmth and kindness that Amara and Hilda showed them. Their lives were filled with happiness and gratitude for the oracle tree's blessing and the valuable lessons they had learned. The story of Amara and the oracle tree spread far and wide. It became a cherished tale, retold by villagers and travelers alike. The story reminded all who heard it of the power of kindness, the importance of hard work, and the magic that lies within a pure heart. It was a timeless lesson, echoing through generations, inspiring people to live with sincerity and compassion.
If you enjoyed this story, please give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more enchanting folktales and adventures. Hit the bell icon to get notified whenever we post new content. See you in the next story.